Alrighty, guys. Good morning. Um, yeah, good morning. Uh, Not a whole lot is kind of going right this second. Um, so today we're gonna be playing very carefully, but when we do play, it's gonna be pretty darn leveraged. So there's that. Um, I forgot to update some of these other numbers here. Well, that's fine. They're done. I'm nervous. All right, let's switch over to this. I'd closed all this down, so I don't have none of it preset. So I thought I would just go ahead and kind of show you. It's been a while since I've done like I don't want to say education. Uh, can't drag it over there. Change this. Actually, we'll do that. Let me just switch it back over here. There we go. So now it's bigger. You can see more. Yeah, that works. So I like to have like minimum three windows of these. So I just kind of open up the first one and just kind of like, get to like this kind of screen. Or you could just set it up, whatever. This is the main page. Yes, I signed up for it. Yes, that's my login right there. Um, I do get referrals, but I've never actually shared the link. This is like one of those sites that kind of like the conversation we were having yesterday. Um, this is a site that I use heavily, and I think it's worth the money. So let's talk about some of my settings that I'm running right now. So we're going to go ahead and click on Screener, Market Cap, and we're going to look for anything that is mid or larger. So where mid plus. So that's what I kind of want. That's going to filter out a lot of the small caps, which I really don't want to deal with small caps. So it's going to be companies that are 2 billion or larger. I may even just say large plus. Um, we'll see. We'll see. We could do an earnings date filter, but we're not going to do that. We're going to say current volume. Actually, we're not even going to do current volume. We're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to filter it down, change so that the highest one, Macy's, is hitting the list quite hard. We'll take a look at that. I don't like the way that is, what that's already kind of doing. You see this huge tail. I mean, so it opened up way down here, shot down here for a second, and shot way back up here. I don't like that. I don't like that personally. That actually seems more like a good short. Um, and we're just gonna quickly look through some of these things here. That would have been a good one if we had caught on to it sooner. Now we're just kind of getting into the lower priced here. Let's flip it the other way. Look at shorts. Wow. That's a pretty big short. But we can see the volume is only 291, so super, super light. So not really worth doing anything with. Um, that's down near resistance. Oh, damn, that really dropped there. SSL, curious. Could we short that? Yeah, we could have. SSL definitely could have been shortable, like way up here. You run it as a multi-day short. Could still be good as a multi-day short. It seems like it wants to go down to nothing. But we can see definitely now from volume wise, there's definitely more and more volume coming in. So that could bounce. So it would be a little bit of a risky play. Wow. KWR. Okay, that doesn't make much sense here. Hold up. KWR showed that it hit 300. I don't see that. I don't see that order in here at all. I don't know where it had a 300 jump. Okay. Um, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and flip it back over this way. So now let's go ahead and pull up the map. So you can just right click right there, pull it up. I mean, simple stuff here. So this is where I get my map, world, yada yada yada. And I find this really kind of useful to just try to get like a sector idea of how a certain sector is doing. Like semiconductors, we can see is doing pretty good right now. But technology, some of our technology leaders here are not looking like they're doing fantastic. Probably we'll see some of these stores starting to do good. There's packaging. Because we got the Christmas stuff coming through soon. And then I like just to have the homepage. Just the homepage. Because this has a lot of good things that kind of pops up and I can quickly like look through this. And I like the bull bear little meter here. So during the day, sometimes I'll vote, sometimes I'll actually forget to. But it kind of gives like a little snapshot, and I mean a really, really, really small snapshot of what people are feeling like throughout the day. And if anything, to me, it's just kind of interesting to see. Now, you do not need to pay for this. You can 100% get this for free. I think I've showed this a few times in my streams, but you can get this for free. You can see I'm not logged in, and you can, utilize this just fine. But you can see you're gonna get ads, and for me, I'm not a big fan of the ads. They kind of pop up a little bit. You click here. Some ads will load in right here, right there. And I'm just not a big fan of that personally. Right here. Because I'd be like trying to read through and the ads will just pop up. But 100% you do not need to pay for FinViz. I also like the little stock twits. So it kind of gives you an idea what some people are saying about a particular stock. But anyway, really big fan of this. I think the maps, I think you could only look at some of the things. So you see kind of the reason why I say there's like some things I don't like. Oh, by the way, this would not update like this one updates. This updates even when the market's closed. This only updates when the market is open. The home screen only updates, I think, every few minutes, where mine will update. Whoops. every 10 seconds. So paying for it, there's some benefits to it, okay? But for the majority of people, this is just fine. Um, and I'm actually a little bit of a proponent to you could right click on this, do print, and then save as a PDF. Now, not on this black theme, you're gonna want to switch it white. But to print this out as a PDF, and we'll go ahead and do that. I'll just put it in desktop. There we go. Because there's some benefits when you save it as a PDF. I'm just going to go ahead and close that now. So here's the PDF file, right? You see that? But if you want to look up one of these ticket takers in a few days, you just click on it. It will actually open up the website. So if you're just learning how to trade stocks, this is actually pretty darn useful, in my opinion. Really lets you see kind of what's going on in a easy to see format, I guess. So yeah, just a little, I guess, recommendation. I just think that's really useful. So that's that. Let me make my face a little bit smaller. There we go. Um, oh, and the other thing I kind of like about FinBiz here, if you hover over it, you can kind of see ticket takers without actually having to open them. And that is pretty darn cool in my book. And it works the same way if you're logged in or not. I kind of like that personally. Yes. Today I'm actually going to be looking at taking an option because I have not been making that much money recently. It's been pretty darn dry. So we're looking at doing a day trade on an option and trying to go for blood. And good morning. Nobody is talking on Discord yet, I don't think. No. Andy, he's been absolutely killing it on some of his call outs. There's been several in here. Anyway. I got it. I'll go through some of that later. I don't want to do a course on day trading because I don't want to try to sell you guys something. And I don't necessarily believe in the courses online. I'm more than happy to share any information that I have with you guys openly and freely right on my YouTube channel. And I show my losses, my wins, my all of it. I'm not gonna sell you guys a course. And that's the other kind of cool thing. If you do go to my Discord, because I'm not trying to sell a course or sell you guys anything. You can, everyone is talking very openly about, the trades that they're doing. And it's kind of like a maybe a free course. Um, I might be able to put something out like that, but um, trading in general, there's like a lot of well, hello to whoever just joined the Discord. Um, oh, okay. So I'm talking to you. So you just popped into the Discord. All right. The day trading in the biggest thing when it comes to day trading. Yeah, I figured it was you, Icon. It took me a second. Um, the most important thing I would say is understanding your risk analysis. Um, if you're below 25,000 or if you're above 25,000, because that is a very important marker. If I'm below 25,000, my personal opinion is do not day trade. You really want to be above 25,000. So if you're below 25,000, you're really wanting to look at more of like swing trading, not day trading. I swing traded personally. I swing traded Ford a lot. A ticket taker F over many years actually. I would figure out different areas where Ford would be at low points, and I would purchase Ford. I'm really mad that I didn't purchase Ford back down over here. I really should have, but I thought I was going to go a little bit lower. I was stupid. I should have bought it in shares here after this big huge drop, and then I could have bought in more. I could have bought more anywhere near here, but I was thinking it was going to go down a little bit more. Shame on me for not being smart. But I swing traded a handful of stocks. When you're below 25,000, that is the best way to do it. Don't put all your money, and you're going to want to be very careful about risking a lot. You want to be careful if you're below 25,000. If you're above 25,000, day trading is a way that you could really start to generate a pretty decent amount of money in a very short amount of time. And I've had some really good months this year, but the last 2 months has done a number on my account in not a good way. I've lost money in the last 2 months. I was kind of talking about that a little bit the other day too, yesterday. I made a few mistakes, not a few mistakes actually. Made some pretty stupid mistakes, but that's just part of the um, thing, I guess. I don't know. Trading is one of those things that it's a lifelong, or as long as you're trading, it's a learning experience. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to do bad trades. I am using TOS. So this is TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. This is the trading platform that I highly, highly recommend. It's free to trade, and has some really good tools, charts, but it takes a little bit of getting used to. So yeah, I recommend TOS over like Robinhood by a lot. Starting with 500, yes, you can. But that kind of goes into like what I was saying. You're really going to want to try to swing trade that. Your profit is going to be much lower over the course of a year, but you're going to have better tax benefits to swing trade it than you would trying to day trade with 500. You try to trade with day trade with 500. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're much more likely to lose all of it. Try to stay away from small cap stocks. Acar, he kind of pops in and talks. He actually invests heavily in small caps, and he does okay with it. But he does a lot of market research for some of these small caps. So you might be wondering, what do I mean by small caps or large caps? I trade medium to large, or XLs. The market cap, or just referred to as the cap, small cap, medium cap, yada, 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 is how big the company value is. The bigger the company, the better the cap. And the easiest way I can actually show you is if you go FinViz on the screener, you see the market cap. So you can see I'm trading mid plus. So companies that are valued over 2 billion. Small are companies that are valued under 3 million. No. Micro is under 300. Small is under 2 billion. Mid is under 10. So 10 to 2. Large is under 200, above 10. And then yeah. So, or actually I guess I could have gone up through this way. So yeah, there's your nanos under 50, micro 50 to 300, small 3 to 2 bill, 2 bill to 10 bill, large 10 to 200, and then megas are 200 and bigger. I'm currently only interested in trading companies that are mid, so 2 billion and higher. And I may even switch it from mid to large to mega. So I'd only would trade these two. And then I'm not running really any other filters right now. Although I easily could. I could say, you know, change up, change down, whatever. There's a lot of really great tools here on FinViz. And I really like their screener here. I personally think it's pretty awesome. And you don't have to pay for it. You do not need to pay for it. I pay for it. I don't want the advertisements. But with $500, don't pay for it. Please don't. And I was actually just talking about this a second ago. So right up here, you have the dark theme, light theme. Me personally, I prefer the white theme where it's white. Everything else, I like it to be black, but right here, I like it to be white. It's because I like to, you know, do the print screen and then save as a PDF. When you save this as a PDF, you're able to look back on this later throughout the week, just a home screen. And there's so much information right here on the home screen, like the Dow, NASDAQ, the SP 500. All these clickers in a PDF are still functional. So it's like taking a snapshot. So let's say you're very interested in what M will do over the next several days. So let's say you had a screenshot of it. I actually have a screenshot of it, so let me just grab that real quick. Give me a second. So, you know, later down the road, let's say this was several days later, you're like, hey, yeah, M was on here. Oh, M is not on here. Let's say CDT is. You could actually just right click on it, open it up, and CDT will now open. And now you can see what that stock has done over, you know, whatever time period. I think that's actually really, really useful. I used to print these out, and I would have them like printed out and in order. I don't do that anymore. I don't even save these home screens like I used to, but I do recommend it, especially when you're learning. It can give you like a really good idea on different, you know, ticket taker stocks, yada yada yada. You also get like these different signals, so you can start to learn like we'll pull up a double top. A double top is generally a bearish signal. So you can kind of see like different bearish here. So on this double top here, if we took a bear, we would have been making money on it. But don't always do this, okay? Right here, CLDL. Here's our double top. It's not really super bearish yet. If it breaks below this level right here, this could easily be shortable. You know, you could probably short this. You know, I would say if it drops really any lower than, you know, into the 9.5s, that's shortable. 100% shortable. Now, you'd want to be careful because it could break above the $10, but the $10 is acting as a pretty big resistance. Now you might not be able to short because you only have the 500, but we can do the multiple bottoms, which this would be a very bullish signal. So if you come down in here and it's showing as multiple bottom right here, this could be a great stock to purchase right here, with the hopes that over the next several days, weeks, whatever, it will start to climb back up and out. Right here, there is multiple bottoms, but it's kind of elevated already. I would skip this one. Same thing with this, but you do have a really nice continuation. You might decide to trade that. Yeah, the 200 and the 50 did cross. That's generally a bullish signal right here. That one is still kind of dropping, but it is a multi-bottom, so maybe a small investment for the hopes that it could climb back up and out. Now, this is a really, really rough analysis here. Really rough. You're going to want to research any of these companies here, but just charting, you're going to want to see, you know, especially if you're looking at swing trade, what's your overall opinion of that company, what they're doing, where do you think they're going to go, yada, yada, yada. So, actually, let me be right back. I need to go use the bathroom. I didn't realize how much time has already gone by. So let me try to run and you do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Ay, ay, ay. The worst time to try to run to the bathroom, right when the market opens up on you. But I'm back now, and worst things can happen, right? All right. So somebody just called out AMD, uh, Obsidian. So Obsidian is someone who comes in here quite a bit, and he's a good trader. So he wonder. Good morning, Obsidian. I was just talking about you. What's your thoughts on AMD? Because I'm not currently watching it. I haven't even looked at it yet. This feels like it wants to break down, but just a little scary where it's at. FedEx is not a stock that I really monitor, so I wouldn't be able to say one way or the other. You're looking for a swing, but it just dumped. Yeah, it is a little bit. Netflix hit 461 though. Holy crap. Andy is like really spot on some of these stocks, man. I'm telling you. He called out Netflix. What was that? A couple days ago? I don't think I like this, so I'm not going to touch it. It feels very, very choppy to me. Ah, shoot. I forgot to take my trash out. And the trash people are now outside. I hear them. Oh well. Um, Snow, which is a stock that Andy likes, is looking interesting. Amazon took a huge dump this morning. That's a big drop there. So the market, it seems like it's opening up pretty darn red. Because I'm being very, very picky. As you probably have noticed, I haven't done any trades. Queen is now shooting up. So I think we might see some stocks finally starting to trend back up. I wish I did jump in on AMD back when it was near 100. AMD was looking kind of decent back then. Down here, multi-bottom. This would have been a fantastic place to buy AMD down below 100, but whatever. Missed the boat, wasn't paying attention to it. Kind of upset over that. Snow is definitely going back up. Oh my God. The spread on that is huge. So another stock that Andy had called out, that he called out freaking good, was Netflix. He called this one out like a few days ago, and it's absolutely killing. I wish I grabbed it. All right, so yeah, it's just showing Discord. So he called this out, Netflix. Um, I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that thread. But yeah, so he called out Netflix some time ago, and Netflix, yeah, on the 7th. Um, and it just hit 5%. Andy, you're killing it. Like seriously. Yeah, see, so I'm glad I didn't jump in it. It looks like it did go down a little bit here after this green candle. But I mean, just look at that. That's really choppy. I don't like that. I might have played that at some other days and whatnot, but I'm sitting really close to the 25K mark. And so I really need to grab like a slam dunk winner. I think Uber in the long term is going to be good. This is still going to continue to go up, but I don't know if I'd want to do that. My Walmart one is now crashing again. The Spy and Queen are going up. Walmart is going down. I don't know if I want to do that because I am sitting at a level that I'm not exactly happy about, and this 150 could definitely find support before it wants to break below the 249 or the 149, not 249, 149. But I kind of want to buy it or short it. I'm gonna let it go. Um, I wish I'd got it back up over near the 151. But with Spy and Queen not looking bad and showing support and actually growing, I don't want to take a position going too short because that could definitely cause a reversal in some of these mid to large cap stocks. So I'm just going to hang tight, but I would like to short this one. Tesla's swinging kind of wild through here. Glad I didn't short it. Now shorting, if it starts to break down below through the 240 could definitely be fun. But I don't think I'm going to do anything with Tesla right now either. It's just not sitting where I would want it. Snow, man. Snow is also doing really good. Damn, look at these contracts. The contracts are quite a bit more expensive than where they were before. By actually really big mark. Oh, that's way out there. That's part why. All right, that's more like it. I was about to be like, damn, why are those contracts so dang much? What is Snow wanting to do here? AMD is starting to pick back up, so kind of interesting, but I don't think I like the way that the market's looking today. Um, Kind of feels like it's all over the place, and I just don't feel like trying to YOLO. And that's what I'm looking to do. Um, so maybe being more interested for tomorrow. I was thinking about underneath the 0.5. So now I'm just kind of curious to see if that was a good area or not. So I was looking at the 241.5 for the continuation to go back down towards the 40.5. But I would probably start locking in profits once it got down to 120 or 0.25. But that's just, it seems like it's wanting to fight a lot, and it's not really wanting to pick like a general direction strong. See how it just keeps bouncing? It would just feel like this could easily be a really big mistake. And I don't want to enter any choppiness. And right now, that's just kind of like what's going on. Obsidian, is there anything you're looking at right now? And by the way, to the people who have the access to join the YouTube voice chat, you are welcome to join in there and then add into the conversation. Now, my microphone is muted, but my headphones are not. So that way people can actually get in here and communicate, and we can talk about the open market or just have general conversations. uh I don't allow everyone to be able to communicate into that live channel unless I go to the. So if you see me switching to the trading post over here on Discord, it means I'm opening it up to just generally anyone. On the YouTube voice channel, I only allow certain people there because I kind of want to try to limit the amount of noise, so to speak. You're just waiting for AMD. Good decision. So that's kind of like what goes on there. Andy only had one small trade. I have not taken any yet, as the market seems choppy. Nothing for me to YOLO. Looking for, waiting / looking for the right play. So yeah, not everyone can communicate now, but if you're not a follower or on the Discord yet, really cool place to go. I don't make any money from it, but I think we share a lot of great information in stocks. So yeah, a little bit choppy. Definitely rising, but I would like to see possible continuation plays for this week. Apple's going down. Amazon's being kind of finicky. Tesla's being kind of finicky. Intel, though, Intel just straight going up, but I was not expecting that. I actually personally think Intel is going to be running into problems. So I'm not really bullish on Intel at all. Shop is looking kind of interesting. Let's take a look at that. Acting kind of bullish. This is an area where it could find some support. But again, I don't know how I feel about it completely. Um, so me personally, I think today is just going to be a I think today it might just honestly, I think today honestly might just be a no trade day for me because I'm not seeing what I'm looking for to feel confident in and doing what I need to do or what I want to do. I'm not seeing it. I'm trying to figure out if this is gonna hold. A little bit of a huge range here, but it's definitely like a wedge that's forming through here. And it's coming to a very, very fine point. Like over here, you see it's quite wide, but it's starting to get narrow and more narrow. So I think it's very likely that we could see a huge break one way or the other. But when and where, that's the hard thing to know. That's the very, very hard thing to know. All right, well, there it goes. You see that spike up right there? I would have been interested in getting in right through here. But that spike up there, that's a little nerve-wracking. The overall direction is correct, but if you don't have holding power, it can get ugly. Definitely not what I'm looking for. Navita, pretty big drop. Almost lost about half of the call value. And I think it's still going to go down. But I don't want to play that. All right, let's switch it back over here. I feel kind of bearish on the market. So we could switch. Whoops. Not the button I wanted. Switch to bear. GIL. We can short this, but the volume seems to be a little on the light side. And with Spy and Queen still going up, it's just very questionable. So, Icon, the way you buy stocks is um you put the money into like TD Ameritrade. So TD Ameritrade is the I this is the one that I use. So you'll go on here and you'll open up a new account and you open up I guess a new Suave account. So you'll come in here and you'll open up a new account through here, and then you'll deposit your money into it. Um, so yeah. Anyway, you deposit your money into the account, and then you would open up Thinkorswim, which is a desktop platform, and then you would pick a stock, and then you would trade it. But like I was saying, I don't think I would recommend day trading with the 500 that you have. I would recommend swing trading and swing trading only. Uh, Actually, I probably would say I would recommend that you trade paper. Yeah, Andy H just said what I was saying. So yeah, you can go to tradingview.com. This is another website that I use very, very heavily, like I do on FinViz. Let me go ahead and just copy. Uh, I do pay for this. You do not need to pay for this. And right down here, you have paper trading. And as you can see, I am still currently paper trading. And this is really useful because you can practice like swing trading, which is something that I'm practicing. You can see I purchased up here, the stock fell, and I purchased down here. Now the stock's going back up, and I'm in profit even though I'm in between these 2 points. And I now have 1,000 shares with an average fill of 11. I feel like this is still going to go up, so I'm not going to sell it on my paper trade. Trading View paper trading is a beautiful paper trading system. Super easy and intuitive to use. You have a good, you can trade crypto, you can do whatever. And their tools here are pretty easy to use. Okay. So yeah, definitely recommended. DOM, by the way, DOM. It's not, a sub dom thing, for the kink folks out there. Sorry, that was a really bad joke. This is called depth of market. That's what that means. And so you can see, how many shares are sitting on either side of the position. This side is the purchasing, this side is the selling. Okay, so this is all red is selling, blue is buying. DOM, kind of knowing what that is looking like is kind of good to know, but something you probably don't need to worry about. That's really more of like a crypto thing that people use in crypto. But I do find it useful every now and then to just know what the depth of the market is looking like. In stock trading, we generally will call that the level 2. So we use the level 2 on TOS. Part of the level 2 system is the ladder. And then this down here lets us know kind of what's going on with the stock in the depth. So we can scroll down through here and we can see, how many people are stacking up, where they're stacking up, kind of like the same thing here on the ladder, which allows us to see kind of what's going on and helps us make the decision of what we should do or what we want to do. You're up $140 this month, this today. Fantastic, dude. Well, I'm glad that you are up. I just haven't personally seen any trades that I personally want to do yet. Because I'm looking to take a lot of risk on a trade, but with extremely high probability and high reward. That's kind of what I'm looking for. All right. So I'm now 30 minutes into the market, and my personal opinion is I'm not going to take any trades today. I kind of wish I grabbed something there. Up 30 cents. Nice. Um, I'm not seeing what I would want to see for what I'm looking to do. Netflix though. Holy crap, dude. Is it going to go back up to 480 this week? Man, that option would be worth so fucking much if it does. Yeah, dude, if Netflix even got close to hitting that mark, that would be absolutely sick. I'm not gonna jump in on it because, like I said, I want to YOLO. Dude, you're killing it, Andy. You're killing it. I just don't want to jump in too late. I gotta find the right thing to jump in at and go with it. Your Lulu's also working? Damn, dude. Yeah, Lulu's doing good, and Lulu very well could keep climbing. And you see, this is part of the reason why I didn't want to buy into this. Right around the 141, it's definitely could be problems. It's very choppy. I'm not gonna do that. PLTR, it's coming back up towards 19, which could be a problem for it. Could definitely find resistance around that level, but I'm not going to do anything with that right now either. Yeah, dude, the market looks right now very iffy, extremely iffy. Um, I keep glancing to my right because I'm seeing like Netflix is killing it, but I mean, just too many things are kind of like all over the place, and that's not something that I could YOLO with. I can't YOLO with that. I can't. If I had more money in the account, I probably would have tried to take a few trades here or there, but with what I'm working with, I can't, and I'm not going to. Snow looks like it's gonna fall in, but I think that's the end of my trade day. To be honest, I don't. There's nothing here that I want to do. I might do a little bit right here. I kind of like that level right there. It's yesterday's biggest swing low. No, I'm not going to do that. I do kind of like it because it's sitting right below here, but it could find support and then reverse like it did here. And let's see if I was right. Looks like I was. Temporarily, I would have had gotten out on that candle. I just took it on paper though. So we'll see. I did it on the pull back up. We'll see if that was a good move. Say stop the ideally up there. Right there. Kind of capturing the support. Let's see if that drops down through to where it would make money. Now, with the way my account is, I would not have a spread that wide. I highly doubt it. But let's see what it does. See, there's the pull up to that. Kind of expected. That's why I went to the top part of that candle. This one. So right now this would be $200 plus loss. I still think it's going to move down, trend down, and that's the reason why I put the stop where I did on paper. I just don't feel like taking it with real. I'm not going to move it. It's hovering over bottom VWAP. Kind of expected. But that is an area where it can definitely show some weakness here. Andy, please don't tell me about a miracle, because I want one of those too. And I'm sitting here watching snow. I don't want it to hit. I want it to hit 200 for you, buddy. I do want. I want it. I want it to hit 200 for you, but I need that. I would want that same 200 for me too. Yeah. See. So far this trade is not really working out too well, but I'm glad I'm doing it on paper. So even if you have an account that has a high value, never be scared to try paper. Or practice trades on paper. Still not going to move that stop. We're going to leave it right where it's at. And we're just going to watch it. Yeah, I kind of feel that there, Obsidian. Every time I look at snow, it was looking like I would want to do it. Then I look at it, then it starts to go down. So then I'm like, well, maybe I want to short it. But then it's like, no, I don't want to. So you can see this is back to a $200 loss. And it's probably going to end up triggering at this point. I was thinking that it would hopefully have broken down through. We could move the stop loss up higher to give it a little bit more time, but I'm just going to leave it right where it's at because intuitively that's where I was thinking. And with the account size that this one is right now, that actually would make sense. And here's the thing that's sad. There was a point in time where this account had the same amount of money that my real money account did. I've just taken bad trades in my real money account and got shooken out on trades like this here. Where over here, I would say, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave, my stop loss is kind of wide. But when it comes to real money, I'd be like freaking out a little bit, like, oh my god, I'm losing so much. And it creates this mentality in your head that makes trading very difficult at times. Especially when, yeah, anyway. Like there's a point where I was down massively on Ford. Um, and on paper, I mean, in real money, I would have sold it back when it dropped from when I bought it over here. When it dropped, I would have sold it. Where I ended up buying again down here, and I'm making money on the trade now versus losing it. It's just, it, sometimes it can be hard to know what is the right decision to do, and that's what paper trading is helpful with. And something I definitely need to be better at doing. 100%. Well, there you go. There's snow. You're up 40 cents now. So snow is a stock that Andy had found, for anyone who doesn't know who's watching my live stream. Andy had found, Andy H was talking about snow about like a week or so ago now. And he's made an absolute killing on this thing multiple times now. Like, he's called this one out perfectly, and he's saying 200. I hope it hits 200 for him. I really do. I wish it hit 200 for me when I was in it. But he's already up. He got in on the option at $3 on the 95, 195. It's up 135 right, or 35 cents. That's pretty nice. Pretty darn nice, I will say so myself. Oh. He just said, "Thanks, bro." So Andy H, he's in the channel, and he's just Andy over here in Discord. Hey Andy, just jump on the YouTube voice chat. Come on and come talk. Give us your thoughts. Well, that's if you're able to talk. I don't know if you're able to or not. But he thinks it can squeeze up in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So, we'll see. Keep an eye on it. He's back down to basically break even. I mean, can't go too wrong here. I don't know if I'll buy into it though. I don't think so. Market's just not doing what I want it to do. But watch. I don't buy into it. It's going to go to 200 in the next several minutes. Because of course it will. It will still need to come down 15 to get it to where he bought in at. Oh. So, he bought it back down. This is on the buy side. So that's where he bought over here. So he's down here. That's where he entered in at. And is looking generally pretty good. There's definitely some support right here for the upside. Um, you might be able to squeeze in, or I would have tried to squeeze in at 305. Could have. Oh, I can easily just enter in like that. Very good to know. Nice. 2 cents their icon is not a whole lot, but it's very good that you are looking, or you're kind of picking the right idea. Um, what is FedEx? Ticket taker here. There we go. So FedEx. Oh no 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 no! I wanted FedEx. FED. Oh, I need to switch this back to the red. FDX. So FDX is, I think FedEx, I think you're actually onto something right here. FedEx is definitely near a top. A multiple top right here. So could be a little bit risky. But we are going into the holiday season, so they are going to have some good things here. Yeah, so TradingView is a fantastic paper trading deal. Some of the tools here I really like. Like you could easily just measure different things. You can count like how many bars are from here to here. It's 107 bars, 154 days. So this is counting weekends. This is counting just days, trade days. You can see like earning calls. You can see, oh, here's dividends. So you can see how much dividends it's paid out, the date. I really like all the tools it has through here. Um, like there's so many different things here that's just really useful. You also have, of course, all your line drawing tools that you can sit here and kind of put all your lines on here. But me personally, I don't really do the line drawing unless I want to try to show something that I'm interested at, and trying to show you guys. Um, but yeah, and then over time you could see like your trades that you've done on the stock, where you bought, sold, and whatever throughout the day, and you can see I really day trade the crap out of Tesla. Tesla's just one of those stocks that I do. And then later during the day or whatever, you could kind of go back and review, what you did and why you did things. So you can see here's where I shorted, here's where I covered, and you can see precisely where that was. It's really kind of useful. Really, really useful to use this. And it's free. Free falling. Sorry. Most of you guys probably don't. Some of you guys might know that song. Some of you guys probably won't. My parents listen to classic rock. You know what? I'm gonna throw FDX here because the FDX play might not be terrible with the fact that we are going into the holiday season. And it looks like if it goes up by 50 cents, oh no, that's 272 to 275. But definitely some good profit margins that could be here. Volume's a little light, but going into pins, who's that? Yeah, I see now Pinterest. Um, yeah, Pinterest is doing really good. Hopefully that works out for you. And there goes Tesla. I'm wondering if it's gonna keep testing the 240 level. Now I kind of wish I took the short on it, but you know, I'm just being very cautious with this thing. Yeah, I could have took the short up here. I would have put in my free trade. I would have been safe. Oh, I would have been out. Yeah, we're not today. I'm not going to do any trades. I'm actually going to be logging off here pretty soon because I don't want to get into a situation where because I'm sitting here looking for a trade that I end up finding a trade and getting punished for it. I don't want that. I don't want to get punished. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll go live Wednesday, unless something occurs, which is a possibility. You know, my mother's still in the hospital and I'm dealing with a bit of a problem there. It looks like it's gonna go through and make a new low. Um, so I've just been busy. Um, so hopefully I see you guys Wednesday. If not, I will see you guys shortly. I will be popping in and out of the Discord. So if you're on the Discord, we'll definitely be talking. No worries. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of y'all's day. If you see me in the voice chat, you're always more than welcome to come in and say hi. If I don't answer, it just means I'm not near the computer at that time. But I try to answer and reply back to everybody when I can. Thank you and have a great rest of your day. Oh, and by the way, Icon, knowing when to not trade is very, very important versus knowing how to trade. Some days you just got to know when to walk away. That will save you the most amount of money. Trust me. There's days where I wish I just walked away. This stock is really looking like I want to trade it now, but I already said no. So I'm out. Later.